We're currently in Luxembourg, so we're now going to take a quick run up to Calais for the tunnel. It's going to take just over 4 hours. There is a little bit of jeopardy in this because the car started playing up a little bit yesterday, so I don't know whether we've got some electrical gremlins. Welcome back to the channel. You're watching us in a very rainy Italian lakes. What a difference a day makes. So you're welcome to part 2 of our Italian job road trip. If you haven't already watched part 1, I suggest you go and find it. If I can work out how to do a linky thing, I'll do that, and I'll put a link in up here somewhere, or I don't know where, for that. So go and watch the first one if you've not already watched it. As you can see, it's a little bit different to how it was a couple of days ago. We spent 3 days in our hotel in the Italian lakes, and now we're travelling up to Lake Constance on the Swiss-German border. We're staying on the German side. So if it stays like this, I may not be doing an awful lot of videoing, but if it brightens up, which I think it will once we get a bit further north, then we'll do some more videoing and there will be some more content coming. So stay tuned, and don't forget, like and subscribe, and if you haven't already watched the first edition of this, please go back and watch it in the linky thing that hopefully I've managed to work out how to put up. Crossed over from Italy into Switzerland now. It's a real shame about this weather. As you can see, it's really grotty, but the roads are really nice. You know, if it was a bit better, we could stop and do some filming, but you're going to have to put up with filming from inside the car. But you can see the sort of roads. We're heading up towards St. Moritz, I think. So getting right up into skiing country. So we've got another few hours yet. We're probably about 3 hours, two and a half hours in from when we left this morning. Well, this wasn't quite what we expected when we came up to came across the Alps. Snow. So the Lotus is coping very well, but it's gone from one extreme to the other. So there we go. I thought I'd take some video for you. So I think you really get to understand a car when you drive it for so many miles. It's easy just driving it around the UK for short journeys, but when you start driving these things, you know, the 2,000 miles, you really get to understand what they're like. And what is the Esprit like to drive? Well, I'll tell you what, it's a fantastic car to drive. When Colin Chapman designed it, obviously lightweight. I mean, this thing's only something like 1,200 kilos. Obviously it's a 40-year-old car, so it's got lots of creaks and rattles, but it's such a joy to drive along these back roads, along these windy roads. And actually it's a pretty good GT car as well. I was really surprised, you know, it can sit there at 80 miles an hour on a motorway, no problem at all. It is a bit noisy, not like a modern car, but then it is a 40-year-old car. So I'm really impressed with it. It's been a joy this week, and also, you know, we managed to get a reasonable amount of luggage in there as well. Look at that view. I wish it wasn't raining, because there's so much that you've missed, unfortunately, with these roads. It just looks like a wet road, but actually, you know, it's fantastic to drive, and not that much traffic around either. Still in Switzerland now. Again, our apologies for the weather, but we can't do anything about that. We're now up on the road going up towards Davos. Lots of people have heard of Davos. They have lots of functions there, so that's where we're heading now. We're probably not going to stop just because we're on a time limit and it's not great for filming, but that's where we are at the moment. Just coming up to the side of Lake Constance. It's been raining all day. We've been in the car about 8 hours, but we're finally here. That's the lake in front of us, and I think, well, we think the hotel's down here. We're hoping anyway. Does anyone remember what the name of the hotel is? So you catch us now on the return leg. We've stayed last night at Lake Constance. We've stayed just down here on Lake Constance, and tonight, or today, we're heading up to Mannheim, which is actually about a 3.5 hour drive away. But what we're going to do is, Stuttgart's on the way, and there's something called the Porsche Museum at Stuttgart. So we're going to head up there. I don't know whether we're going to go the motorway way yet or some of the back roads. If we go to some nice back roads, then we'll do a video of some of those. But we're going to head up to the Porsche Museum up at Stuttgart, and then after that on up to somewhere around here, Mannheim, just south of Mannheim somewhere. So we'll catch you shortly on the next one. So you join us almost on the last leg of the trip. We're in Schwetzingen, which is near Mannheim this morning, and we are travelling from there up to Luxembourg, and we're staying our last night on the continent in Luxembourg. This is all going to be motorways, unfortunately. So after the delights of the Porsche Museum yesterday, we're going straight along these motorways to Luxembourg, and we're going to hopefully have this afternoon in Luxembourg, looking around there, and we're staying literally just outside Luxembourg tonight, so that'll be all good. So last night tonight. Well, good morning. You're with us on the last day of our road trip. We're going now. We're currently in Luxembourg. So we're now going to take a quick run up to Calais for the tunnel. It's going to take just over 4 hours. There is a little bit of jeopardy in this because the car started playing up a little bit yesterday, so I don't know whether we've got some electrical gremlins. It started playing up about 10 miles from here, and then I thought I'd coax it to the hotel, and we got here and it ran absolutely fine for the last mile. So no idea what's going on with it. I've checked the obvious things and can't see any problems, so we're just going to get in the car and go. We've had a great night actually in Luxembourg. If anyone wants to go to Luxembourg, I would suggest that it's a really good idea. You can fly in and you get free transport. All of the public transport is free in Luxembourg, so the trams, the buses, all those sorts of things, and it's really easy to get around. It's a beautiful city actually. I'll put some photographs in. I didn't take any videos, but I've got some photographs which I'll just put in for you. So we're going to be travelling up to Calais. We're going to be going up through Germany, through Belgium, and then we're going to be going up obviously to Calais, just here. We've got a ferry, not a ferry, we've got a tunnel at about 5:30 this evening, which is 5:30 UK time. So we're back in the UK, hopefully at about 5 o'clock this evening, and then back to Gloucestershire. So yeah, let's see how we get on. Well, this isn't how we expected to end the road trip on the side of a motorway in Belgium. We're about an hour away from Luxembourg. Annoyingly, we've only got about 150 miles to go to get to Calais, and the electrical gremlins have come back again. So this time it just it coughed and spluttered and wouldn't restart. So we're on the back of a tow truck, and we're going to take this thing. Well, they're taking it to a depot, and then we're going to have to make our way back to the UK and wait for the car to be repatriated. So that's almost the end of the Italian job story, but I thought it'd be poignant to finish the video off sat in the garage that I built for the Esprit. Now the Esprit's still over in Belgium. The recovery company were really good actually, but it still hasn't come back. We've been back 2 weeks now and it's still not home, so it's on its way, but they were really good. We took they booked a hotel for us for that night. They paid for all of our travel, so we got a train up to Brussels, and then we got a train, the Eurostar from Brussels up to London, and then an ordinary train back into Gloucestershire to home. So that was really good, but you know, it was a bit of a downer to finish it like that, but do you know what, we've had a great 10 days away. And you know, we took a 40-year-old car to do 2,000 miles, and it didn't quite make it, but it was so close. If we'd have managed to get even to the Euro tunnel and got across, it would have made life so much easier. But that wasn't to be. But we've had a really great time. The Esprit is a great car to be driving long distance in. I was really surprised as to how good it was as a GT car as well as a sports car. And that's testament to a 40-year-old design. You know, Colin Chapman and Lotus and the designers there really made a great car. It's a fantastic car to drive. So yeah, a bit of a downer to finish it like we did. But you know, these things happen. I'll get the car back. I'm pretty sure it's just something electrical. So I don't think it's certainly nothing majorly mechanical. So we'll get it back. We'll have a look at it. We'll get it up on the ramps and have a play with it and see what we can find. But I'm sure it's nothing too serious. So thanks ever so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does make a difference, and you'll see more content like this on our other cars as well. We're not just going to be running the Esprit. So if you want to join the journey, if you like, don't forget to like and subscribe. We really appreciate it. Thank you very much, and we'll see you in the next one.